My name is Agelio Batle, and I think of myself as a sculptor, inventor. Inventor because I like to play and manipulate materials in ways that no one has used them yet. And right now I'm working in this material, graphite, which really excites me because it's something that everybody has used in their life in the form of a regular pencil. But I want to use it in a completely different way so that you're familiar with it, but you're disoriented by it and surprised by it. For me, the drawing is coming from the hand, not the pencil. And so I thought that what I'd really like to make is to make my own hand into graphite, to be a pencil, make my own hand a pencil. That's when I came up with this thing, which is the drawing hand. It's just my own. Just my own hand. As you can see, it's the same thing. But that's what started everything. Is that one project. I've done lots of sculpture before this, and it was the one that launched everything for me. I chose graphite because it's a very pedestrian material. I mean, everybody probably has used, every person on this planet has used a pencil, and has used graphite, and has written with it. And probably no one has ever really paid attention. But it's really a beautiful material. And if you look at it closely, it's got a beautiful luster, a beautiful shine, and I like taking things that are everyday, normal, mundane, and to elevate them to something a little bit more sublime, a little bit more interesting. I think my role as an artist is to allow people to see again things that they may have otherwise missed. Important things, things like creativity and their own nature. So most of these are cast from nature: horns, bamboo, olive branch. But this one is kind of interesting because I wanted to make something that forces you to draw very differently. Nature is probably our greatest teacher. All the forms that I think that are in my work, and the way that I work, I try to pay attention to nature, and nature is what inspires me the most. This one was made by my brother. He's downstairs, and it's the first time we've used narrative in this material.
My name is Agelio Batle. I'm Agelio's assistant in his business. What I'm carving right now is called a baton. It's kind of a narrative of my life. There are fishes in the oceans here that represent the island in me. I'm a Filipino. There's also stairwells that represent foundation, and so you have a family of people. There's also a hand here that represents home, or my home, and it's not fully in the grasp of the hand, but it's getting there.
A lot of the tools we use are actually things that Agelio have created or have kind of borrowed from different industries, and basically it's because this is really the first time that the graphite has been done in this form. Hi, my name is DELIA. I'm Agelio's wife and partner here in our company, and I manage the business end of things. This is our studio, and this is all where everything is done. When we get our objects out of a special process that Agelio's created, it looks like this, and it needs a lot of hand finishing and handwork.
My craft is different from my early work. I think when I was younger, I really wanted to make art, and I was kind of maybe more of a purist about what art was, and and I didn't want to think of my own work as craft. And now I'm not. Now I think I'm much more relaxed about that. This is an earlier work, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and this was a piece that a lot of the work around that time was around my own issues about being Filipino, being American, kind of being in these two different worlds. And I wanted to create one place for me to be. And so this is made with about over 1,000 maps that I ripped up into strips. And I made this kind of nest. The obstacles that I've encountered, probably just myself, my self-doubt has, I think, early on, have prevented me from really getting to my own vision. Listening to people who say, you know, it's impossible for artists to make any money, and, or to have success, or to be recognized by their peers. You know, those things are impossible in other people's eyes, and I listen to that. As an artist, I'd like to be remembered as someone who made real work.